and we are back with another video today, and today we would like to share with you how we make doggy treats for Pixie and Roxy. Now, I have never ever had to make dog treats before, so this is a first for me, and thank goodness it's in a pre-made box, so everything is ready to go. You just need to add water, and you won't remember us getting this in our paw post box because this is the footage that I actually lost and deleted by accident. But this is what we got in May's paw post box, and they are Paw Bakes Bakies, and they are peanut butter and honey flavoured bone shaped biscuits, and you get the cutter included. But the cutter is like huge and it makes 10 large biscuits. Now my dogs are only small, so I have a different cutter to use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out 2 of the big bones, and then the rest is just going to be the small cutters. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first of all, we are going to look at the instructions here. So we need to preheat our oven to 180 degrees Celsius, or fan 160. So I've got a fan oven, so I'm just going to set that just now so that the oven heats up. 150, 160, and then we're going to empty the contents of the biscuit mix. Now, is a grease-proof baking tray, which we've got, a rolling pin, which we've got, and 75 mils of warm water, which I have here. Now, I don't have a 75 ml mark on here, so I'm kind of judging it just a wee bit above 50, and we'll just go with that. But I'll just add wee bits at a time just to make sure I'm adding the right ones. So let's have a wee look at the inside of our box. Now, this is the mix here. That is the mix, just in a bag. And this is our bone cutter. Now you can see the size of my hand. My dogs wouldn't even eat that size of biscuit. Well, they would if they could, but I wouldn't like them. I wouldn't let them eat that. It's too big. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut 2, just because the cutter came with it. We're going to cut 2 of that size, and we'll break them up and give it to them anyway. Okay, now let's go ahead, and where's my scissors? Don't have scissors. Brilliant, great start. I'll just tear the bag open. So I've got my bowl, and what we do is we remove the contents of the biscuit mix into the large bowl. Ooh. Remove 1 heaped teaspoonful and set aside to use later. I wonder why that is. Well, I suppose we'll soon get down to that when we come to it. So let me just get a bowl. So I've got a wee bowl, and I'm just going to add a teaspoon. So there's my teaspoon. Okay. So we'll set that aside. Dump the rest of it in here. Now, it smells very nutty. So obviously if your dog's allergic to nuts, then you can't have this, but I'm sure they do other flavours. I'll need to go in and have a wee look. Okay, so add the 75 mils, 5 tablespoons of warm water, and mix. Okay, so if this is actually quite warm, so I'm just going to add wee bits at a time. And mix. Oh, it smells very much like peanut butter. Oh, doggies, you are going to love this. Let's have a wee look and see what it says next while I'm mixing this. Using your hands, bring together and knead until you have a smooth dough. Oh, I'm going to need to get my hands in about here. Oh, I'm not one for getting my hands messy. So I don't like getting my hands messy. Where's my knife? Pixie and Roxy, the things I do for you. The things I do for you ladies. Better take my rings off. Don't want peanut butter in my rings. Okay, so just kneading that. Doesn't actually look as if there's enough water in here. Let me just add a wee bit more. So there is our mix, right there. So we're going to let that sit and rest for about 10 minutes and we will be back soon. Okay, so we have let this rest for 10 minutes now, and what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and sprinkle the teaspoonful that we left out beforehand. Wait a minute and I'll find it. Dust the worktop and the rolling pin with the mix you kept aside from earlier and gently roll out your dough. Now this is all that I have to work with, so I need to make sure that I keep enough for the work surface and the rolling pin. I do have flour which I probably could use, but I don't really want to use it just because it's not what it says on the instructions. So let me just sprinkle a wee bit on there and sprinkle some on the rolling pin. It doesn't really do anything on your rolling pin, it just kind of falls off. There we go. Okay, now we're going to roll out. Now what does it say about rolling? Use the cutter included. Cut out 10 biscuits that are approximately half a centimetre thick. Well, I hate it when it gives you measurements for how thick it should be, because some of us don't know. Some of us just take a wee wild guess and be like, well, we'll just see what happens. There you go, so that is it there. Quite big actually. And I've got my tray prepped and prepared with greaseproof paper here, and I'm going to just pop that on the baking tray like so. So I'm going to do that again for another biscuit. Cut out. And put on. Now I have chosen some cutters, so I've chosen a heart and a star for the rest of our biscuits because I don't want to be cutting out a whole load of big biscuits. I'd rather just have wee kind of tasty ones. Oh, look at that, that's so cute. They might take a wee bit less to actually cook because they're smaller. So I'll need to check on them more regularly than the the bigger ones, because the bigger ones have to go in for 18 to 20 minutes, so I'm guessing these might be 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not entirely sure. We'll soon find out. If I burn them, I burn them. It's trial and error. I'm not a great baker. And I've got the Lily's Kitchen book, and I would love to bake some of the things in there, but some of the things are actually quite hard to find to buy, but I guess you could replace that with something else. Oh, Pixie's at my feet. What you wanting? What is it? Do you smell the peanuts? Do you? Do you smell the peanut butter? Is it tasty? Yes. I talk to my dogs in the most ridiculous voice ever, so I do apologise, but everybody talks to their dogs in a different way, and so do I. So just a wee quick update while I'm cutting these out. We are now 4 days into Roxy having her medication. I done an update on our webpage last night for how Roxy's getting on. She's doing a lot better today as well. She's still on her antibiotics. She's got another 2 days left to go, and we're going to keep them going until the course is complete. Our toilet is still not back 100%, but we are getting there, and her eating and drinking she's doing all by herself, which is really good. She took a big drink herself on the Monday evening, which was really good, so I was quite happy to see that. Her follow-up appointment is tonight, but what I've done is I've cancelled it, just because I would go there and spend £26 for the vet to tell me that we're on the right treatment and she's getting better. So I thought, why spend £26 for that when I could just cancel the appointment? I know she's on the mend, but cancel the appointment, and if she gets any worse then just remake one, because I mean it's pretty pointless, to be honest. Like, I really don't see the point in spending that amount of money when I know she's fine, she's back really alive, she's eating, she's drinking, the antibiotics are working, she's not putting any more blood or anything like that, so she's fine. So I've just cancelled it, and we'll just wait and see how things go over the next couple of days. But she's absolutely fine, she's making a full recovery, so I think that was just what she needed, was a wee antibiotic and some TLC. I'm getting treated like Queen Sheba. Yes, like a princess. She's a cheeky monkey, so she is. But you got to do what you got to do for your dogs, because you love them so much, you'll go out your way and you'll do absolutely anything. Won't you, Pixie? Yes. Okay, so I could probably get a couple of extra out of this, to be fair. So let's go ahead and stamp. Okay, so we have cut out all of our biscuits now, and we've managed to get quite a lot actually with doing it quite small, so I'm just going to need to check on the timer and constantly check the small ones and make sure that they do not burn, because the last thing I want is to burn them. So I'm both going to put them in together, and I'm going to constantly check them. Now it says we have to put it on for 18 to 20 minutes, but that's for the big ones, and I only have 2 of them. So I'll just keep checking them and hope for the best, but we're going to put them in the oven, and we will be back with you shortly. Okay guys, so our 15 minutes is up, and I think if I cook these any longer they're going to go brown. As you can see, they are darker in colour. They feel hard and they actually look really nice and crunchy. I think the big ones just need a wee while longer, so I'm going to put them back in just for about 5 minutes. But I've got my plate here and we're just going to take off the biscuits that we've made. Okay, so I've popped the big ones in for another about 5 minutes just to see how they get on. They just felt still a wee bit kind of soft in the middle, and the last thing I want is another upset stomach. They actually look really tasty and they smell really nice as well. Can't wait to give them one of these. Okay, so that is our treat biscuits, and we'll be back just to show you what the big ones are like in 5 minutes. Okay, so that's been another 5 minutes and I'd say that these are cooked now, so I'm just going to sit these on the side of this plate and let them cool. So that wee small tiny box that we got out of Paw Post gave us this amount of biscuits and they look absolutely yummy. I think I could eat one. Don't you think? Do you think I could eat one? Can I have one? No? Because they're not for humans. They're for doggies? Yes. Yes, Pixie, they're for doggies. I know there's no dogs in the park, that's not what I mean. Pixie? Pixie? Hey, that's enough. Don't you be so rude. Honestly, she's so grumpy. She's so grumpy. Are you feeling better? Roxy, are you feeling better? You maybe get a wee biscuit? Maybe get a wee biscuit soon. Need to let them cool first. Then we have wee biscuit. Okay. Give us 5 minutes for them to cool and then you can try one. Alright? Okay, so these are nice and cool and we picked these 2 biscuits. I've picked a big puffy one for Pixie and a kind of small one for Roxy. Are you going to get one? Are you looking forward to it? Are you excited for biscuit? Come here then. Sit. 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 Need to sit. Good girl, Pixie. No. Roxy, sit. Good girl. There you go. There you go. Is it Pixie and Roxy approved? Did you leave any crumbs? cereal crumbs. Pixie and Roxy approved. So thank you very much you guys for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed it. And please leave us a comment if you have any questions. And as always, please subscribe to our channel, and we will see you guys later. Bye!